We just lost power. Now I call that we're eating pizza in the dock. Oh God. Well, no power. Ready? We're gonna go down the stairs. Ready? We're on generator power now. Generator power. I don't know how long. We didn't lose cable, so I'm able to start recording again. We're going to be the only people, we're going to be the only light in the neighborhood. If I shut that, it'll be pitch black out. They got light over there. They must have a generator like us.
Tropical storm Isaias ripped through Connecticut yesterday, bringing with it damaging winds and heavy rain, leaving tens of thousands of people without power this morning.
We had a gust to 75 miles an hour. 75 miles an hour, that's hurricane force winds here in Connecticut.
Beginning to get light out. We still have no power except my house.
Hurricane force winds, 75 mile an hour wind gusts in West Haven yesterday. Could you imagine if this was a true hurricane with winds gusting in excess of 90, 100, 110 miles an hour? We've got enough problems out there as it is. All right, so this morning we're off and running with a really
You heard them.
You can see the storm.
West Haven, hurricane force winds, 75 miles an hour.
Beautiful eye cams for you. Now,
I picked the perfect spot to be for the height of that storm. That's where I was, West Haven, Jimmy's at Savin Rock, right on the beach there. I rode out the storm where the strongest winds in Connecticut were. 75 mile an hour hurricane force gusts in West Haven. And I was there for that. Now this is what I mean. There's still trees down here.
Ride by my truckle office.
We should go take a ride up towards your dad's and see what happened. He just said on the radio, News 88, this was worse than Superstorm Sandy.
Grateful to be able to work in radio despite
Trees still down here on Bridgeport Avenue. Look at the line for Dunkin's. We were going to go to Dunkin's. The line is around the building. I mean, it goes all around the building and down the street here. That's where that was the pole that was on fire, right? There. Well, we finally lost TV and internet. We finally seem to have lost cable. It's been out for over an hour now. We're going to try to get down towards Milford where remember, a lot of roads in Milford were closed, so I tried cleaning the windows a little bit. You should see Chris's side, because that was the side getting sandblasted before I turned the front of the car into it. The glass. Here, hold up. See if like, hold it close. It won't come out.
Coming out. It's like all pinged.
I tried cleaning the glass, but it's like sandblasted. It actually pitted the glass.
Storms and whatever has historically been the go-to spot. They were having
directing traffic.
He's directing traffic.
Because of Dunkin' Donuts.
And yes, of course they have a generator, but there was
because of the line at Dunkin's.
There. I still come back to the challenge of how many people can you let in to a space, even as big as that space is. So
trees still down and across Bridgeport Avenue.
You're safe inside. You're not stuck inside.
I guess Westport got hit pretty bad, so might take a quick run, couple of exits. Westport's only a few exits up the road here. check that out first before I try to get to Milford.
It's Isaias. Well, maybe it is our quest to be more diverse in every respect, so we are diversifying the names of our storms too. Listen, is it our federal government who names these storms? I don't think so, isn't it? Who names these storms anyway? Gotta look that up. Is it NOAA? Is it NOAA who names these storms? Who names it? Go ahead, Andrew.
No idea. It's the National Weather Service.
The National Weather Service. So it's the United States National Weather Service that names this storm?
Yeah.
Isaias. Okay. Somebody liked the name. It's obviously a Latin name, a Hispanic name, and it's hard for people who don't speak Spanish to pronounce. If you speak Spanish, it's not that big a deal. Isaias. I hope I'm getting it right.
How about Juanita or Carly or Carlita or Carlos? You know.
Now, this is a hard one. I'm not going to argue with you, Grant. This is a hard one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a memorable one. A real memorable one.
Well, the storm will be memorable. The name will not be.
Maybe we'll just call it Hurricane I, as in I have no power. I have no phone. I have no electricity. Hurricane I. Thanks very much, Grant. We'll be right back with more. It's the Greek pronunciation, Isaias?
Of Isaiah, because in Greek it's so easy to read because you pronounce every single letter. It's not like English. You
Right.
know how to pronounce.
Right. Okay, so it's not a Spanish derivative of Isaiah, it's a Greek derivative of Isaiah?
Well, Greek was before the Spanish. I hate to tell you.
Okay. You know, I wish I would be able to tell you right now offhand.
Traffic is
I
like
should know in Hebrew
bad.
what the name is for Isaiah.
I can't
know
get any-
Isaac, it's Yitzchak, but I should know what Isaiah is in Hebrew. See,
Look
if I
at
knew
that.
the Bible better, I would know. But
You got that?
Yep. So Isaiah, Isaiah, that makes a lot of
Like
sense.
every road.
But let me, do you have any-
Having a hard time trying to get around Fairfield. No power here in Southport at all.
Yeah, it goes on all the time. That being said,
Oh, right on the truck. Right through the truck. Oh. Now that is what I was afraid was going to happen to us when we were driving yesterday. That's why I was trying to get to Jimmy's as quick as I can. This is what I was afraid was going to happen. Right through the truck. Oh, another one down there. Driving in Milford, going to try to get where I couldn't get yesterday. Well, we didn't have any coastal flooding with this at all. I mean, that for as strong as those winds were, and we had some splashing waves at the height of the storm, but because it was hitting at low tide, we had no coastal flooding at all. Normally during a tropical or a hurricane or something, you'd have all sand up in here and stuff. I mean, that was strange to see no coastal flooding at all yesterday. This is where we couldn't get any farther. Well, that's why that tree was across the road. Look at that, they still got snow plows on. Make sure you get a picture of the snow plow. They were doing that in Fairfield. Snow plows in August. We still can't get any farther. We're having problems. We cannot get to Beach Avenue. No matter how much we try, we still cannot get there. With just a little determination.
And the wife's GPS.
We don't have no GPS. You
My
are the
brain.
GPS. Look at how many people are on the beach. Look at all the people on the rock. Alright, we're going to make one more stop. And that's where we were yesterday. I'm going to pull into the parking lot of Jimmy's, try to get a few pictures of the trees that came down, because Chris never walked over to where the trees were coming down. Look at all the sand up against the curb. That's the stuff that was sandblasting. That's right about where we were, facing this way. I want to take a walk to where the trees came down. Look at all the sand that blew up. About 6 inches deep of sand right here into the parking lot. This is where I was yesterday. That's where the tree came down, the sidewalk down. I walked out onto the fishing pier. A lot calmer today than it was 24 hours ago. Unbelievable. And to think, I was standing out here with hurricane force winds pounding me, sandblasting me, trees coming down, and I stood here for almost 2 hours during the height of the storm, just getting battered by the weather. Here's where the sidewalk got blocked. I couldn't get any farther than this yesterday because I was getting in too many trees that were coming down. Look at that. That came down here. That came down here. Yeah. Did you get a picture of me standing here? Huh? Coming? Can't climb through here? Let's see if we can get around. Look at that. That's what I was telling you. This is as far as I got yesterday, and I couldn't. You got to go through. You got to go through here. More trees down there. I mean, they were just coming down. And like I said, I think I picked the perfect place to be because I parked in a safe haven. Chris was safe, my daughter was safe, Jake was safe. I got out and I was smart. I was staying upwind. And that's why I didn't go any farther than here, because now I would be downwind, and you see where the trees were coming. Where I was standing, all the trees were there, so anything was going to blow that way, and I was on this side of the tree line. And that's why I didn't go any farther than this, because the only way to get away from this tree line would have been way down there at the beach. And that part of the beach was shallow, and the water was coming almost right up. So I never made it this far down. You can see this is where lots and lots of trees are down here in West Haven. Almost every tree. Look at all the trees here in this area. I was just going to say, I wonder if a small tornado spun up over here, because this is ravaged over here. Look at them all. Almost every tree is like laying or leaning here. So that might have been in this area right here. That might have been a small tornado that was whipping up. So where I was just in the straight line winds. Well, they are. Well, that's the thing. It don't look like a tornado because it's all in one direction, but it's hard to tell. But with so many trees over here in this one area, every one is damaged here. It's like this area had stronger winds than down there. That's what I'm saying. We're walking to where a tree came down with a piece of the sidewalk. This was the only time I was walking downwind of the trees. From there, halfway back, I had all that tree line that way, and I was over here on this end, so I was what you call downwind. So any pieces of tree and limbs and stuff flying would be coming at me. I took a chance doing that, but I wanted to walk over here and see this. And I had walked right over here, and technically I was right underneath these trees here, so that was taking a chance. But I'm here. I'm okay. Alright, I want a picture of me next to this thing. Alright, we're back in the car. We're heading back. Got some pretty good pictures and footage. Go home and see if I got some power yet. I doubt it. Look at the... I think I ruined the paint. I think I ruined the window here. Look at it. I cleaned this. I tried cleaning it. It looks pocked or sandblasted. See it? See it? There we go. There we go. Now you can see it. I cleaned the window in and out.
Oh, look at you damaged it.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't come off. That's damaged. So if the window, if that did it to glass, imagine what it did to the paint. We're doing good. We didn't even use half. And we got the refrigerator on it. Still no cable, as you can see. So, no internet, no cable, no power. But I got air conditioning and light. Look at this. Wires everywhere. It works. Thank God it works. But we head into another night, into the darkness. Look at that. Pitch black.
After the same streets now overwhelmed and underwater.
I'm able to watch the news at 9.
Drivers close to Interstate 76 near Philadelphia.
So all I can do is get Channel 8 through digital free TV. And the only way I can record it is like this. Okay, good morning. Just want to give everybody a little update out there of what's going on here. It is Thursday morning now. We're going on 2 full days. It's going to be 2 full days of no power here. We are surviving. It's not bad. We got the generator here, so I pretty much have most of all the conveniences of home. I can't run the entire house. I don't have one of those generators that kicks on automatically, you know, but we're making do with the generator I do have. You know, it is what it is. Had to move my house around a little bit. I'll show you that in a minute. Had to move refrigerator, you know, because we have 2 refrigerators here. I had to move them together, you know, so they reach the plugs and everything for the generator. I'll show you all that in a second, but we're making do is what I wanted to say here. Let me give you a quick tour of what it's like with generator life. Well, first thing, I don't know if you can hear me, but here's the generator. This is the big plug that comes in, and it's pretty heavy duty. I'm running a lot off it. Certain things we had to move around, like our coffee maker we put out here in the living room. I don't want to run, say, the air conditioner and the refrigerator at the same time as a coffee pot or whatever. So if we're going to make coffee, I'll unplug the refrigerator for a couple of minutes, make our coffee, then unplug that, and plug the refrigerators back in. I had to move the two refrigerators to the dining room here side by side, but as you could see, here's our bedroom. This is where we've been spending most of our time, because this is where I have most of our modern conveniences. We got our big 55-inch TV, got a lamp over here, got a clock radio, a couple of phone chargers. I have my DVD recorder and VCRs powered up here, but we have no cable. Our cable is stuck. Obviously there's no cable. So now the only thing I got is the free over-the-air digital TV. Got our security cameras hooked up. Okay, on the other side of the bedroom I have my laptop and all my weather alert radios in case we have any more storms coming. Got my scanner going. Got another lamp over here. My MiFi charger. MiFi is for the because we have no internet service, so I'm using this here. That gives me internet service in the house. Phone chargers for both my phones. What else? Oh, the most important thing of it all. I can't forget this. Air conditioning. Air conditioning. So, that's important. So that's a quick look of what generator life, or life without power, is like here. I think I'm doing pretty well. A couple of minor inconveniences. Like I said, I had to move refrigerators around to the dining room there. I had to put our coffee maker in the living room. But, you know, we're doing okay. We'll survive. So, that's just a quick update of what's going on here. Hope everybody else is doing as well.
In the dark, hundreds of thousands of Connecticut people are still without power. Getting the lights back on could take days.
Our power came back on about 7 o'clock tonight. We were making do. Hopefully I got cable TV back now. That's what I'm hoping. We got cable back. I didn't mind not being without power because I had the generator. But when the cable TV went down, I was pissed off. Just got home, and as you can see, we have power. Got my porch light out. Like I said, everything is hooked up to the generator, including my porch light. Alrighty, it is now Friday, August 7th, 2020. And it's 3 days after Tropical Storm Isaias. And last night, Thursday night, 7 o'clock, our power came back on. Well, here are all the wires that were hooked up. Of course, I got to disconnect everything out here. Like I said, before I can bring it in, I have to drain the gas out of it. And then I will store that and put it away. So hopefully life now gets back to normal, and until the next storm anyway. Well, this I guess is going to wrap up my storm video of Tropical Storm Isaias. Anyway, till the next storm, I guess this is going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching, and I urge you to watch part 1 and part 2. I know they're long videos, but you know, there's a lot of good footage in there, if that's your thing, storms. All right, talk to everybody later. Once again, thank you for watching, and until the next storm, so long.